Welcome to Short Times. We will go through Beetlejuice from 1988 today. Beetlejuice is a romantic, horror comedy movie about a deceased couple who are harassed by an unbearable family that has moved into their home and hire a malicious spirit to drive them out. The movie starts in a quiet, small New England town. Barbara and Adam Maitland are a married couple who decided to stay at home for their vacation. Jane, the agent who sold them the house, tries to persuade them to sell it, arguing that it is too huge for only a couple to live in. She is rejected by the Maitlands, who then leave for town. They break to escape a dog on their way home, which pushes them into a river. The good news is they make it back to the house. The bad news, they're dead, without realizing they are dead, and are puzzled as to how they managed to get back so quickly. Adam chooses to retrace their steps and steps back outside. But instead he finds himself on a mysterious desert world populated by striped sandworms. When he gets home, Barbara tells him he was gone for 2 hours and hands him a book called Handbook for the Recently Deceased that she found on a table. Relatively shortly after, the Dietzes, a New York family consisting of Charles, Delia, and Lydia, purchase the Maitlands' home. Delia can't take the simple life and hires a decorator named Otho to make the house more livable and more to her preferences. Adam and Barbara make an effort to frighten the Dietzes, but their efforts are ineffective because it appears that the living are unable to perceive the dead. Adam locks the door as they seek safety in the loft. Lydia discovers a skeleton key, though, and tries to open the door, as Adam and Barbara prevent her attempts. Meanwhile, a television in the loft starts to come to life, promoting the services of a person called Beetlejuice, who claims to be able to frighten the living, as Adam and Barbara prevent her attempts. After consulting the handbook, Adam opens a door that leads Barbara and him to a waiting area in the afterlife that is occupied by people who have suffered horrifying deaths. They are taken to a special area that displays their home after Delia and Otho have redecorated it. They see their caseworker Juno here, who scolds them for their haunting techniques and warns them against following the advice of the person they saw on television. When Adam and Barbara get back home, they try to scare Charles and Delia by dressing up as sheets, but they are unsuccessful once more. Lydia catches them after becoming alarmed by the weird noises, and the two are shocked when they take off the bedclothes and realize she can see them. Lydia says she found their handbook and read a section on how real people reject the weird and unusual, which she believed she did. No one takes Lydia seriously when she offers to assist the Maitlands in removing the Dietzes from their home. Barbara, who is unsure of what to do, spots something in the loft's model of the town, a shining light surrounding a little grave that appears to be Beetlejuice's. Once she has called him 3 times, Adam and she are snatched up and taken inside the model, where they find Beetlejuice's body. As Beetlejuice is a very crazy, rude, and insane ghost, they quickly regret doing so. They decide to frighten the Dietzes themselves after becoming turned off by his personality. After that, Delia hosts a dinner party to display her sculptures and other works of art. Everyone ends up singing the banana boat song, and the shrimp dish in front of them transforms into grabbing hands. The Maitlands believe they have finally won, only to find that the Dietzes have found their actions entertaining. Later, Lydia is sent by the Dietzes to bring them down, and they refuse. Everyone goes to the loft and yells for the Maitlands to appear. They discover nobody there, but Charles is captivated by the town's miniature, while Otho discovers and takes the handbook. Charles senses there is a successful business opportunity just waiting to happen as he exits the loft. But as Beetlejuice changes into a sizable snake and startles the family by throwing Charles and Otho to the ground below, his joy quickly turns to horror. By saying Beetlejuice's name 3 times, Barbara is able to get the snake to leave. Lydia is upset because she believes the Maitlands wanted to do more than simply scare them with the snake. The Maitlands are hauled back before Juno, who reprimands them for breaking several restrictions, including posing for photos, letting Beetlejuice out, and allowing Otho to carry the handbook. When Juno tells the Maitlands to try harder to frighten the Dietzes, Barbara and Adam monstrously modify their looks. Barbara, who likes Lydia, is dubious about the circumstances. Lydia, meantime, becomes so upset that she attempts suicide in a letter. She meets Beetlejuice in the model while going to the loft to say goodbye to the Maitlands. If she repeats his name 3 times, Beetlejuice promises to assist her discover the Maitlands. Before realizing that Beetlejuice was the snake and questioning if he can actually assist her discover the Maitlands, Lydia is almost tricked into saying this. At that exact moment, Adam and Barbara show up, and Lydia describes what is about to happen. Heartbroken at still being alive, Lydia confesses to them her desire to die herself. Barbara convinces her otherwise and explains that they have decided not to frighten the family and to let them stay. While Lydia and the Maitlands hide, Otho and Charles show up in the loft. Adam's model of the town is brought downstairs by Otho and Charles, who then give Maxie Dean, a business friend of Charles's, an overview of his strategy for turning the town into a tourist destination with a ghostly theme. Charles also asks Lydia to prepare the Maitlands for their visitors, but when she declines, Otho says he has a solution. Otho conducts a ritual using the manual and the Maitlands' wedding clothes to force the couple to come in front of them. The Maitland shapes, however, degenerate as a result, returning to those of their rotting bodies. Lydia goes to the model in a panic and sees Beetlejuice in the cemetery. She implores him to assist her. Beetlejuice gives consent if Lydia marries him. The Maitlands are kept alive when she agrees to this, but when Otho escapes, Beetlejuice keeps Lydia to her word and kidnaps Charles and Delia as witnesses. Beetlejuice sends Barbara to the world of the sandworms and Adam into the model, and both Adam and Barbara fight to stop him. Finally, they work together to defeat Beetlejuice and save Lydia. The Dietzes and the Maitlands then share the home, and Lydia is noticeably happier in her new surroundings. Later, Lydia is seen riding her bike out of Miss Shannon's school for girls, and finally the movie ends with a song.